to family.
Yeah.
What we're looking forward to most with family.
Yeah.
And let's broaden that. Family, like the leisure part, like the experience of life where others are a huge part. What are you most looking forward to?
You said the part of life where others are say that again? Like
the part of life where there's the community, there's people, there's family, there's others that are there. Like it's an important part of life.
Yeah.
And sometimes we neglect it. We probably don't give it the level of planning and preparation we deserve to. So like, what are you looking forward to, man?
Yeah. So again, growth is a huge thing when it comes to our family. We from a kid growing up, that was expected of us. My mother being an educator, my father being a businessman. So that's what we have in our home. That's what we expect, right? So there's a lot of growth elements that are sprinkled throughout our home, not just for our children, but even for ourselves, my wife and I. Take, for instance, Nina, one of our close friends, she reached out to my wife and they went out for dinner the other night. I was so happy for my wife to go out with Nina because I knew that Nina would create a container where work would be done.
Yep.
Right. And when my wife was driving home, she called, she was exhausted, but she was like, Gerren. And she just started just vomiting up everything that was going on, everything that came out of her, what she experienced being there. And I just smiled. I listened and I smiled because I told my wife, man, this work is for you too. Right. As the man of the home, I'm putting in the work and I'm, standing strong, trying to be the provider and everything, man. But I recognize that my wife is also on her own journey. And she works in the corporate world. So it doesn't show up the same way. But when she has these moments where she has these conversations with the right people, she goes deep. And I love to see it with my wife, man. So those are some of the components that we're building up here within our home. I want to continue experiencing like a measure of just the things that I enjoy most, man, is seeing my family when we travel. I really want to travel again, get back into that routine. We did quite a bit with our kids at an early age.
Yep.
And it wasn't like we took these trips for our kids. It was for us also. So I really enjoyed what I experienced for myself. There's some pictures that I look over and I say that I'm on the brink of tears. And you may have heard this several times. And sometimes I feel kind of soft, James, when I say this. But this lab, man, this what's the name? What's the name of this podcast?
Beyond the Comfort Zone.
Brother, it works you. It works you. It reveals all your vulnerabilities if you're honest. And again, this awareness that I have, man, allows me to really just tap into it and feel it when I experience it bubbling up, man. And it's okay. It's okay. But these are the experiences that I want for my family also. We're tough on our kids. We expect a high level of performance from our kids, not to be impressive, but for them to witness their own abilities themselves, right? And we're very hands off too. So it's a crazy dance. But I want to continue experiencing those things with my kids, with my family, and then watching my friends like you and Curtis and everybody else, man, and their kids, and just watching how we all grow.
Yeah.
How our families grow.
Yeah. No, I like it. I like it a lot. Travel absolutely comes to mind for me as well.
Yeah.
That is something that we enjoy. Chris and I enjoy. The kids enjoy. Family. I'll add to that everything you said. Continue to build a relationship with the wife. Blessed to have a wonderful wife.
Yeah.
I am not the emotional. I'm not the emotional, romantic.
No, you tell
Okay,
them.
all right. I'm not the emotional romantic guy, right? So, but I've been trying, man. I've been trying hard to develop those skills.
Okay.
I've been trying hard to, lean into a little bit more of that than I traditionally would. And, in the past, there was so much work and stress and all these things. I think I use those as excuses.
Okay.
And so now that I have a little bit more control, I fully intend to be a better husband in that department. She's more of an outgoing, type of person. And so there's some things that come with that we laugh about and joke about as we kind of have our dynamic at home. But I want to bring some more life to that part of the relationship, and be a more well-rounded husband in certain parts of our relationship. I'll put that. I'll say that.
I hear you, right? Well, for the person out there who believes they're resonating with you because they might be in the same boat, like, what's the bottleneck? What are you finding is the thing, man? Yes, you said you've used work and so forth as an excuse, right? So if it wasn't there, there would have still been a tightening around something. What's that thing, man, that you believe is holding you back?
So, and hopefully this resonates, but for me, it's the desire to do it.
I think we need a close-up shot.
It's the desire to do it, right? It's the obviously that every relationship makes maintenance. It takes work. It takes thought.
Yeah.
And as a man, right? Often we lean into, I'm providing a home. I'm providing all these things, and that's enough. And yeah, I mean, those things are great. I'm not going to talk down about those things, but we are required to do more. I live in a house full of ladies, females. And so there's a nurturing element that's required, that from my wife down to my daughters, I actually see consistency in that. Meaning, I need to work on the same things I'm talking about from my wife. I need to replicate those things in my daughters as well. And so they need to know that their father is, I'm James. Yep. I'm the one that's going to hold that line when everybody else has given. Daddy holds the line. But I also can do more. I can be more. I can help create an environment where that love is felt a little bit more tangibly, and not just through, I put a roof over your head. That's the old West Indian way. I put a roof over your head. I put food on the table. Like, that's how I grew up, right? Yeah. But to do that, because those things are important, and also provide another few layers of what it means to be a father, are things I look forward to leaning into in 2026. And so I think that will transform, continue to transform my household, continue to transform, all of the key, frankly, continue to transform me. And why do I say this? And I want your reaction to this, bro.
Yeah.
Because everything we're talking about doesn't require money. It doesn't require anything but intention. And so there's no excuse. And so as we talk about all the other fears we have about all the tangible things of life going away, falling by the wayside, we just had a conversation about things that are the most important, that only require our intention. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, I have I'm as open and as personal as I am, man. I mean, my wife still checks me, right? Hey, Gerren, I need you to be a little bit more consistent, right? We said we're going out on date nights. I expect there to be date nights, right? So I have put it on my calendar, James, right? In the past, I would think that I was putting my wife on a calendar. Like, that's not cool. Like, why it has to be so rigid? You should want to feel that way and take your wife out. I hear you, man, but life happens. Since I've placed our priorities on my calendar and I stay true to my calendar, things have been so much more better, right? Because it's there. Gerren, prepare, do your thing, and we have the time of our lives, man. We enjoy each other's company. We just sit and talk. Sometimes you sit in front of your wife and you might wonder, like, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the kids, and talk about the house bills, and we're out on a date. So my wife and I decided, we said, hey, we're going to be intentional about this. No longer are we going to talk about the kids. No longer are we going to talk about house things. It's just us. So getting to know each other all over again has been a work.
Yep.
But with repetition, and we know what it is to put in the reps.
Yep.
It becomes easier, man.
Yep.
So like you said, spending time with the wife doesn't cost anything. Being curious about her doesn't cost anything.
Yep.
It just takes the intention.
So that's the plan for family, right? Is to create that intention. All the other things will come. I would love to travel, but I can't overcommit to that because I don't know if life and circumstances will allow from that. So I don't want to hang my happiness or success or lack thereof simply on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to create things or going to plan for things that only require my intention.
Yeah.
And I believe that is a great way. So all the other things will be icing. right?
Sure.
When we take a trip, I'm sure, even if I have to get in the car and drive somewhere to just sit at a rest stop in another city, I'm going to do it.
Hey, if I can tell you this, man, this was this big reveal for me. So the other day, my daughter had to go to, I had to take her to Nashville, right? Or Chattanooga, one of those places. And she and my wife were at odds for a little bit, right? So they, my wife didn't help her pack anything, or didn't help her
be easy on the details.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry. But nevertheless, we missed our 5:30 flight, and I have never missed a flight in all of my years. And doing that run through OIA to get to a closed door, James, was so embarrassing at 5:00 in the morning, and I had to do the walk back. But here's the thing: when I got back to the truck, a decision had to be made. My daughter still had to go to Chattanooga, and we're in Orlando. I literally just gassed up the truck and started to drive. 8-9 hours later, we made it on a tank and a half. And what that told me, James, is that I can be spontaneous.
Yes.
Just like that with a tank and a half of gas.
Sprav, we just went to Tampa the other day for an event.
Yep.
And I decided, hey, Chris, let's just stay overnight. Right? I have a lot of Marriott points from my travels. And I'm like, you know what? I was like, how much is that's nothing, man. Yeah. Let's just stay overnight. And we drove and we stayed. We went to the event, had a good time, slept, woke up, drove back, made a stop, drove home. And I had the exact same thought you just said. James, in our electric car. The whole thing, no charging. I'm like, James, what are you doing? Yeah. You live in Florida, for crying out loud.
So many places you can go.
You're an hour from a beach in both directions. You have beautiful hotels, beautiful cities, beautiful places you haven't seen and explored.
Yep.
What are you doing? Yep. What's holding you back from being a better version, this is part of that space I have to fill in with my wife. What is preventing you from that? Only my intention.
That's it.
If I'm honest with myself, only my intention. And that's not an excuse. That's me. So here we are asking I want to travel to Italy. I want to go back to Grace. Lord, give it to me, please. And he's like, James, you live in a place where people in other countries save up for years to come to for a week.
Yeah. And
you can't find anything to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't.
I'm telling you, man.
You can't find anything to do.
This lab works you.
So again, it just shows you guys like it's a fun conversation, but it's a real one too, man. Like here we are asking for new directions. We're asking for more abundance, and we haven't even looked right around us.
Right here.
Right here. Anyhow,
just leave it alone.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So the final part here before we close is growth.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward most to in your growth journey? In 2026.
Yeah. Listen, so our buddy Curtis, he is a guy. I love solo trips. I like to take solo trips to different parts of the country and spend some time by myself for 3-4 days. I have invited Curtis to do one on his own. And he says, I don't like it. I like to enjoy things with friends or with other people so we can share the experience. And what I'm looking forward to, James, over the next 12 months is sharing in the experience of growth. I will feel so bad to go on a growth journey and not be able to turn to my right or to my left and just like, hey, how you doing over there? Right? Just to experience it with somebody else, man, so that we can kind of like cover each other, but also like celebrate the moments. Growth is something that's continuously happening because of the circle that we're in, right? We lean into this and we point it out, or we challenge each other to grow, right? So it's a natural part of who we are. So what I'm looking forward to simply is in the next 12 months, we can, again, sit probably in the same, hopefully in these same chairs, right? It's real because, again, we don't know.
We do not know.
Right? And be able to look across and talk to you about what the last 12 months have been.
Yep.
That's in a nutshell. That's it for me, man.
I agree, man. again, I think I talked a lot about it earlier, but I'm looking forward to the discovery of what 2026 will bring. I'm still very new into a new space, a new direction in my life.
Yeah.
And so there's so much that I still want to learn. There's so much I still want to experience. And so I know that this year will be a year where I will have an opportunity to embrace many of those things. I look forward to being more creative. I look forward to understanding the power of why I was told, why I felt compelled to get in front of a camera and get comfortable.
Yeah.
Where will that take me? Where will that take us?
Yeah.
Because you're on a journey, I'm on a journey, and this kind of media footprint and what this looks like is something that, frankly, I've started to really, it's therapeutic for me, and I like to continue to see where that goes. I have a lot of global partnerships and friendships and relationships that I've spent a lot of time on, and I look forward to seeing how those will transform. I'm beholden to a lot more people than myself, and so this is really and truly about the opportunity to have experiences and grow and contribute in ways I couldn't in 2025 or before. And then finally, man, and I'm saying this again, I don't know how I'm going to get this done, but I'm committing to getting it done. I got to get the book out of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to get the book out of me. I've been talking about this for a long time. People have asked me, "Hey, James, when is the book coming?"
Yeah.
And and again, it's not to sell 1 million copies. That's not the intention. It's about getting something that's inside of you out on paper, out in a way and in a format that can express what you've been through and the experiences and how you see this particular topic. And I am looking forward to the experience. I know it won't be easy, but I'm looking forward to the experience. And we live in a time now where there's so many tools to help.
Yeah.
I don't have an excuse anymore. And so part of that office, that creative space that we have there, and the way the office is set up, just so you know, there's a little office and then there's a larger adjacent space that I'm setting up as the creative space. And it's going to be creative. You'll likely see video shot from there. You're going to see Gerren and I there. You're going to see us with other people. You're going to see scribbles on the walls. You're going to see all kinds of things there. But one of the things I'm looking forward to the most there is building out this book. Is big whiteboards and outlines and chapters and coming together and getting the quotes and talking and interviewing people. Like, I'm looking forward to the process because what is in me has now gotten to the place where it's almost like reflux. It's starting to come out no matter what. And so it's the move to and the freedom to be able to do this as part of what I do. Man, that's such a blessing to be able to say that.
Man, I'm something that came to me. I'm really happy for you in this regard because I know it wasn't really on the agenda back then when you were working in corporate America. But that version of you writing a book would be like some of these
it would have been
like something here.
It would have been academic. It would have been academic. It would have been
I don't want to say academic, but
it would have been academic.
Okay.
It would have been.
Right?
Yeah.
Now it's going to come with all sorts of the feels, right? So it will turn some of this this rigid way of thinking and it'll smoothen out the edges, and it'll be a really cool masterpiece of who you are in 2026.
Yeah,
up to 2026. So I'm really looking forward to that, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's exciting. I cannot tell you that I'm running out of ideas, opportunities, or thoughts. Right, like that's the beauty of this. And there's, Gerren and I believe in this principle of just planting seeds, man. I everywhere, as often as I can, plant a seed. Say yes to an interaction, no matter how big or small. Go out of your way to put yourself in new circumstances, because all of those are opportunities to plant seeds. And here's the key. They all get watered. Some way, sometime, some moment. They all get watered. Some turn into nothing. Most probably turn into nothing.
Still.
But the few that sprout, meaning the impression you leave on somebody that you just had a chance encounter with, can be something that changes and transforms your future. You're giving God more real estate for miracles, man. And so get out there, plant your seeds,
I love that.
increase your odds by just living a life, an abundant life that embraces all comers, all things, all opportunities in ways you would have never expected.
Don't ask me to say anything.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. Go ahead and close.
Nah, brother.
Go ahead and close this out.
That's awesome.
Listen, we here at Beyond the Comfort Zone, the Growth Mindset Network, are excited to be experiencing 2026 with you. Our hope and our prayer for you is that you will live a fulfilling life of abundance. Yeah. Yes, there will be ups and downs, but guess what? That just means you're still alive. There will be wins and there will be losses. Again, it just means you are on the journey. And so we encourage you to lean into that, to recognize that you are the product, you are the thing that's getting better throughout all of the experiences you're going through. Yes. You are the centerpiece of all of that. And we hope that this time, a year from now, you too will be able to sit and reflect on your journey, where you've come, and how much you have grown. Thank you for being a part of this space. Please continue to check us out as we get into 2026. Oh. We love you. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, we could be on time.